It is time for everyone to breathe easy, for not only is the November 10th release date for Captain Marvel 2 The Marvels still in the pipeline. Is that right? I don't know. Let's keep going. But the Captain Marvel 2 director promises a silly sequel on the way, because that's exactly what everybody needs. More silly jokes, more just silly, haha, laugh, because that's what Disney Marvel has become. But let's see what the article has to say. Marvel's director, Nia DaCosta, has teased the upcoming sequel as silly in the recent interview. Captain Marvel 2 is set as the best big screen adventure of the MCU. Oh my goodness. We'll wait to pass judgment on that one, but I have my doubts. Bringing with it two major Marvel players in their theatrical debut after making waves on Disney+. Because if you didn't know, you need to watch, WandaVision, Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion, probably Loki, I already said WandaVision, all these things in order to be able to understand anything that's going on in the Marvels and understanding the characters themselves, because if you didn't, you're not going to know who Monica Rambeau or Kamala Khan are. Oh boy. Iman Vellani's Miss Marvel and Tiona Paris's Monica Rambeau, who both play big parts in the two streaming series over the past couple of years. Yeah, make sure you watch those. You're not going to have any idea what's going on. We'll join on the intergalactic fun. It's debatable. Alongside Brie Larson's Carol Danvers, a.k.a. Captain Marvel. Fans have gotten a glimpse of the spacefaring epic so far, and a couple of teaser trailers. I mean, a mild glimpse, showing off plenty of action and piss-poor CGI, as well as some goofy fun. Thanks to the Freaky Friday-esque body switching of the heart of Marvel's story. Getting silly with the Marvels. My goodness. Are they desperate? Are they just going back to the same Guardians of the Galaxy well over and over and over again? Do we need more silly stories, more jokes, or can we get back to some, I don't know, grounded, mature, serious storylines instead of making jokes every 10 minutes? Speaking at a convention with Total Film magazine, the Marvel's director Nia DaCosta promised a, quote, silly sequel is on the way in her Marvel's directorial debut. Boy, oh boy, I'm excited. DaCosta, while describing superhero fatigue plaguing the industry, it's not superhero fatigue, it's piss poor writing fatigue, it's bad CGI fatigue. It is... it's not so much superhero fatigue. I'm sorry, I disagree. The biggest difference from the MCU movies and her Marvel film is that the Marvels is really wacky and silly. Oh boy, here's the quote. I think superhero fatigue absolutely exists. Yes, but that is not the majority reason why people are tired of Disney Marvel. They're tired of Disney and Lucasfilm everything, right? Well, there's only really one Lucasfilm thing out right now, and that's Indiana Jones. Is that superhero fatigue while that movie absolutely tanked at the box office? Guardians of the Galaxy made money, made almost $1 billion. How does that support your argument with superhero fatigue? Because that was a well-done movie, relatively well-done movie, well-written movie, and yet you have the Marvels coming out, which people don't have too much hope for. The biggest difference from the other MCU movies to date is that it's really wacky and silly. Oh, really? Different from Guardians of the Galaxy, different from Thor, Love and Thunder, and the jokes in that one. So, sure, it had some serious moments, but they were, I guess, overshadowed by one joke after another. The worlds we go to in this movie are worlds unlike others you've seen in the MCU. Okay, bright worlds that you haven't seen before. And what does that have to do with jokes, your previous quotes? Wacky and silly and bright worlds you've never seen. Okay. This is the line with DaCosta's previous comments teasing, quote, full comic book madness. Is it supposed to be a silly and funny and joke because it's based on a comic book? Because there's many comic book arcs, stories, and whatever that are quite serious, that have nothing to do with jokes and jovial silliness. She added that working on the Marvels was a lot less traumatizing to work on than some of her past work, a potential allusion to her work on the horror movie Candyman. If you're writing it and you know it's fiction, why would it be traumatizing to... Okay. It's a lot less traumatizing to work on for sure. Laughs. Ha 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 ha. But this movie also deals with specific, personal, sometimes sad things. But no, it's been nice to work in a different world for sure. Just how wacky will the Marvels get? Probably too much so where people are going to be tuning out halfway through and not be able to care about the characters on the screen. Some may see the words silly and wacky getting thrown around in relation to the Marvel Studios projects and scoff, but a goofier tone may be the perfect fit for Captain Marvel. I've been doing that a lot. Scoff. While most MCU titles incorporate elements of comedy, every single one of them as of late apparently, few are straight comedies. The Marvel still has been given Marvel Studios' all too common action-adventure. Is that a bad thing? It's a comic book superhero movie. I would expect action-adventure with some decent storytelling in there. But as Nia DaCosta describes, things will be more zany, God, I hate these words, than they have in the franchise before. I am so excited to trash this movie. Yes, I'm going into this movie looking for it to be bad, expecting it to be bad. Why is that? Because that is what we've been given with Disney and Marvel and Lucasfilms and everything, almost across the board. There are a few exceptions out there. I always bring up Andor as being one of those exceptions. Andor was a great Star Wars story that nobody watched. I was hoping for Secret Invasion to be better, far better than it actually was. I was hoping for something good, a decent story, because Samuel L. Jackson, I thought that maybe he would not let Disney destroy the character of Nick Fury, but boy, was I wrong. I went in with hope. I went in with some, I went in with hope. We'll just leave it at hope. We'll leave that word in. Hope that it would be something good to watch, but no, one episode after another was just worse and worse, with them deconstructing Nick Fury's character, insulting him, degrading him, and just absolutely 100% tearing him down by the end of it. And just not even talking about the CGI. So I'm sorry, but I'm going into this expecting 100% the CGI will be terrible, the acting and the delivery will be piss poor, the story will be nonsensical because of all the red flags and because of everything that came before it. And this article does not do it any justice whatsoever because, hey, look, it's going to be silly and wacky and zany because that is what the audience wants. They want more jokes that are overshadowing any sort of serious story element in the movie. But, okay, silly is okay. Of course it's okay. In a comedy, in an action-adventure, not so much. Here and there, sprinkled here and there, depending on the delivery and the context in which they are delivered, I guess those two go hand in hand, they can be well done. I don't expect that from Disney writers. But anyway, are you looking forward? Currently set to hit theaters November 10th. Oh, I didn't scroll down far enough. You look right here. And so far so good. November 10th, we're going to be getting the Marvels, the absolute spectacle that it will be. Are you looking forward to it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. Have a good one.